talk is stressful. 24/7.
Melissa, Lizette, it's great to talk to you guys. The Rookie Season 7, we are jumping in. But before I look into the future, I'm going to look into the past. And what for you guys, for each of you, when you look back at your character and its growth and their growth, what is the thing that you're most proud of?
I feel like the thing that I'm most proud of when it comes to Lucy is like we've seen her go through so many different setbacks, both like personally in interpersonal relationships and professionally. And somehow she's retained this heart that there's like a levity to her experience. She's able to like maintain her inner smile. She's able to maintain a sense of like joy when she's at work and when she's out in her life, even though she's had so many things chop her down. And that's not something that's like accidental or that I've sprinkled in. Like that is absolutely something that's come from Alexi as like a decision, a character decision about who she is. So I think that's something, if I were a friend to Lucy and I was looking at her, that's something that I would be so proud of, because we might not see it on camera, but it takes work to heal yourself and to continue to be open to the world and be open to love and be open to joy. So yeah, I think that's what I would be most proud of. Yeah.
I would have to say Selena's spirit. I feel like, although I feel like there's something about her that I like, that she has this very bubbly sort of like personality, but she can also like, I feel like she's like a Powerpuff Girl. She's like, she's very sweet and awesome. But then when it comes down to like having to, protect a city or, take over like she can kick some butt, she can sort of like turn that on. So I do love that she can be both. Yeah.
There's layers.
There's lots of layers. Yeah.
So I'm actually curious, Lizette, Selena's kind of at the end of her rookie journey. She's coming up on it. She's kind of, she's done a little bit more of the work than the new rookies who are coming in. But I'm curious if you have an idea or like a dream for where she could go, where this character could go after she's done being a rookie.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh,
just
like after overall?
Yeah. Like where do you want her to go after she's done being a rookie? Is she going to be a detective? Where do you think?
She is a great detective. She is she's very intuitive. I mean, at the beginning, I wasn't sure if she was like a psychic. She was like a little psychic, but she is like naturally, as Lisette, feel like I do like the undercover a little bit. I feel like, yes, it'd be fun to sort of dive into that world.
You've got the perfect roommate to
exactly. There you go. Yeah.
And I'm curious, Melissa, Lucy has explored this sort of undercover world and she's really good at it. I love seeing the way you play her character when she gets into these roles, because it's like she's so soft and gentle, but then like she immediately turns it on. Is that something that you're interested in exploring more and sort of leaning into that sort of undercover identity, or like that part of her career?
I think obviously I love doing that. And I, as like an actor, I've really enjoyed those opportunities to step out. And then I also like zoom out, and cause after so many years, you start kind of like thinking about all of the different elements of this industry. And sometimes when I zoom out and I get an eagle eye perspective if I were a creative, would I want to continue doing the same thing with this character? And I think no, I think maybe I would like her to do something else. And I'd also like to tell different stories for the audience. So I don't know if we'll utilize that, but what I do like thinking about as far as Lucy and undercover work is concerned is that she's always got that in her back pocket. And if we have something, if the stuff starts to hit the fan, then we can always know that she or any other of our dope lady officers will come in and handle it, So yeah.
You can curse all you want. This is not going to go on.
Oh, my bad. When she hits the fan.
Yeah, I love that. And I'm, just talking about the Chenford of it all, because I think I'm not going to ask you how they're going to get back together, because that's a whole journey. But I'm curious what you think it is about Tim that makes Lucy a better person. Like, what do you think about their relationship has made her a better person and maybe a better cop almost?
Yeah. I think it's one of those situations that's like, it's not just opposites attract, but it's that there's qualities that Lucy has that Tim doesn't. And they're he has a ton of qualities that he possesses that she does not. And in that way, they make each other better because it's a different perspective. It's not just being in an echo chamber where everyone has the same opinion, because that's not ever the place where anybody grows. So I think that's one of the primary ways they make themselves better. And at the end of the day, when it comes to the romance aspect of it, there's an intangible quality about people that just feel like home. You see that in friendships. You see that in just like regular acquaintances that you suddenly just hit it off with, and you have it in those relationships. Everybody knows that feeling of being in a relationship with someone where you're like, I should love you. Everything works, but I don't get it. And it's because it's missing this intangible quality of like connection and feeling like kismet, you know? So I think that's one of those things about Chenford. You don't know why it works, but for some reason it just fits.
I think the chemistry is a big reason why.
That's what I'm talking about.
You guys are great. And then I'm curious if there's a storyline or maybe some kind of aspect of your character that you want to see grow in future seasons that maybe it's not happened yet. We can manifest it right now. Mm-hmm. But is there an aspect of your character that you're like, I want to explore that, or maybe a storyline?
Mm-hmm. I do. Do you?
What is?
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say more like perhaps a little bit more like behind the scenes of like even training. Like training or like even like having like those challenges like real life and how that can conflict with like work, but also like but what were you gonna say?
No, go
ahead. No. I was just like, I don't know. I feel like but they also do a good job in doing both.
For sure. I mean, like there's the audience is going to love whatever comes down the pipe, and there's a lot to love this season. But as far as like any stuff on like my wish list, I love Lucy when she is a student. I think she's a student of life, and I like watching her learn. I like watching her fail. And so I think like in my secret bucket list hope for her in the future is for her to be in a position where she is receiving mentorship, whatever she's doing, you know. I think that's one of the things I loved about her in the first few seasons, receiving mentorship from Bradford. And I like watching her learn and watching her be corrected and then growing from that. I think that's really compelling stuff to play and to watch. And so I wish that for her, to be in another situation where she gets to grow in that way. Yeah.
Okay, I want that for her too.
Thank you.
And then just wrapping things up, you know, when you get a lot of seasons in a show, sometimes, you know, it starts getting a little crazy. If there was a musical episode, give me the song that your character would sing in that musical episode.
Girl, bye.
A musical?
Yeah, any song. It doesn't have to be from a musical. It can be from like Beyonce. Like if you.
Oh my God. Hold on. I feel like Lucy, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I also feel like Selena's like this too. I feel like if the two of them were to like get into a singing situation, they both have like pretty typical ADD going on the show that they're probably not even singing a song. They're just like stimming and like making weird sounds and like la la la. I don't know if they have a theme song, but there would be a lot of enjoyable ad libs on other people's songs, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I like that as a group answer. So thank you so much for talking with me. The Rookie Season 7, it's coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.